Now, look, man, it's quite simple. Press the free like button if you would rather have the wrestling career and the life of The Miz over LA Knight. Come on, man, it's quite simple. To me, I would rather be The Miz any day of the week over LA Cosplay. Come on, it's who would rather have the career of LA Cosplay, a guy that's been on the indies his whole life? Really? You can't be that dumb. Come on, man. This video has to be over 100 likes. We can't have dumb people watching me. Why would you want to be The Miz? He's a mainstream star. You don't want his life? Are you insane? LA Cosplay is a nobody. All he does is rely on catchphrases when he knows he's getting his ass whooped in a promo battle. Just like he did with Logan Paul. Logan Paul whooped his ass in their promo on SmackDown to a point where he had to rely on his catchphrase to save face, to hide the fact that, you are getting your ass whooped by Logan Paul. So you have to play to the audience so they can scream your catchphrase to prove that you are over or you are doing good in this promo battle. That means you're not that good at promos. I'm sorry. That's what he did with The Miz. He relied on his damn freaking catchphrases because he knew The Miz was whooping that ass in that promo battle. So I heard the promo battle with LA Cosplay versus The Miz. As I predicted in multiple videos, right? Where people call me some kind of hater, right? How come The Miz buried and whooped LA Cosplay on a microphone? As I said in multiple videos, I said if they got into a battle on promos, The Miz will whoop his ass. And that's what he did. This felt like The Miz versus Enzo 2.0. But I felt like The Miz went easy on him and he still whooped his ass. This felt like a styles clash where there's levels to this, right? This promo battle was the definition of there's levels to this. The Miz is a main event promo. LA Cosplay, he is a mid-card promo. He is a Impact Wrestling promo. Like, bruh, there's levels to this. You in the big leagues now. It's like he was outclassed. Miz looked like a main eventer. And everything that LA Cosplay said, it was not important. He said nothing good of note. I don't remember anything he said because he didn't say anything good. Everything he said about The Miz, bro, been there, done that. The Miz has been a top guy for the past 15, 20 some years, bro. Everything you said, multiple people have said that about The Miz on the microphone. You ain't no different, clown. Bro, last year, I think Edge said that about The Miz, about how The Miz used to get bullied in the locker room back when he was younger. Okay, yeah. What else? Last time I checked, the sky is blue. We already know that. Give me something new. If you notice, that crowd kind of turned on LA Cosplay. That crowd started to chant The Miz name because they realized, The Miz is better. Everything he's saying is facts. That's why they were chanting his name, because what he was saying sounded good. It sounded like he was a main eventer. Everything he said about LA Cosplay was facts. When it came to that promo, I'm telling you, he lost. Dude, he was fumbling his words. He was phrasing up. When the crowd was chanting The Miz name, that threw off LA Cosplay's promo. I'm like, bro, you can't let the crowd affect your promo. Are you serious? This ain't Impact Wrestling. You have to stay focused and keep talking. Why were you a deer in headlights, right? I don't get it. You are supposed to be some kind of promo king, right? Everybody always tells me this guy's great on the microphone. How? I didn't see it. He was saying some cliche shit that even Stone Cold and The Rock wouldn't say. Oh yeah, I had to claw my way up, had to claw and scratch. I'm like, okay, tell me something I don't know. That promo sounded like a crybaby from the indies. Seriously, that was an indie promo of the typical indie guy. What he was saying is something that maybe a Daniel Bryan or a Sami Zayn or a Kevin Owens would say. That was an indie promo. I busted my ass for 20-some years because I didn't want to comply. I'm like, okay, how are you bashing The Miz for getting bullied during his younger days? By saying, yeah, you didn't want to be that. So that's why you didn't comply with the status quo in the locker room. You didn't want to be The Miz. You didn't want to get bullied, right? Okay, by your logic, that makes you a crybaby loser. By your logic, by that warped mindset is the reason why no other company has ever pushed you. So by that logic, he lost that promo. Like, why would you bury yourself? Why wouldn't anybody want to? Why wouldn't you not want to be The Miz? Right? He's a multi-millionaire. Hold on. I'm going to name everything that The Miz has over Eli Drake. He has a hotter wife. He's a future Hall of Famer. He main evented WrestleMania. He's a Grand Slam champion. I think he's tied with Chris Jericho for the most IC title reigns. He's a multi-time Money in the Bank winner. Something that you failed at. He lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion. He has had multiple shows on TV. He had his own show on the USA Network. Miz and Mrs. So, which means he's a mainstream star. He plays in celebrity basketball games and baseball games. Tell me I'm lying. And he makes more money than you. And he's a future Hall of Famer. So you didn't want to go down his route. You chose to be a mid-card guy for Impact Wrestling and a journeyman for the past 20-some years because you didn't want to get bullied by the locker room. You didn't want to get hazed or something. You thought you was too good for that. See, The Miz was always a team player. That's why he's up here. You are down there, LA Cosplay. Who really won this promo battle? He got exposed on the microphone. He was shell-shocked because he's never faced a guy with this kind of mic skills before. I knew The Miz was going to expose him. He was trash on the microphone. He was garbage. That was an awful promo. Look, I'm trying to be objective. If I felt like he held his own against The Miz, I would say it. But no, he did not. He got whooped. He got his ass whooped. Like, who would you rather be? Are you stupid? I'm hearing people saying they would rather be LA Cosplay over The Miz. Are you fucking high? Are you high? What would you rather win? A Slim Jim Battle Royal or be a 2-time Money in the Bank winner and be 2-0 on cash-ins? Who would you rather be? He main evented WrestleMania with John Cena. Who would you rather be? Dude, he got his ass whooped on the microphone. That was embarrassing. I feel sorry for him. The Miz was like, look, man, I've been there, done that. I've had promo battles with way better talent than you. That's how that promo looked. He got schooled. He got sunned. Like, bro, you ain't ready for the big leagues. And that showed. That promo proved he ain't ready for the big leagues. And let this sink in. LA Cosplay is 40. The Miz is only 42, so they are almost around the same age. So who would you rather be these past 20-some years? A mainstream star or a indie guy for the past 20-some years that nobody wants to push because of his bad attitude backstage? He was bragging about why, oh my God, he was bragging about why it was a good thing for him to be some kind of badass in the locker room. You co-sign that? No, I want to be the Miz. I don't want to be a loser like fucking LA Cosplay. You stupid? You people are dumb. See, let me tell you the truth behind why they secretly moved LA Cosplay to Monday Night Raw. And it's funny. The Miz called him a Attitude Era fanboy cosplayer. I'm like, man. I'm like, wow. Am I the Black Miz? Because everything he was saying, I have been saying for the past month about this guy. So I'm like, damn. Am I the Black Miz? Because we sound just alike on the microphone tonight. Everything he said was factual. He would never be on the level of the Miz. Ever. Ever. Now, most likely, I think LA Cosplay might beat the Miz, but who cares? He got his ass whooped on the microphone. I feel like that promo will hurt his push because he got sunned. That was you ain't on this level kind of promo. The Miz cooked him. Just like he cooked Enzo, the Miz is a beast on the microphone. Like I said, he's lucky that Max is in All Elite Wrestling because Max would go harder on LA Cosplay. I can't believe these clowns said that, oh my gosh, I had this clown say that LA Cosplay is better on the microphone than Max. How? He can't beat the Miz on the microphone. Just imagine Max. Max will go way harder on this guy than what the Miz was saying. Now, let me tell you why they moved LA Cosplay to Raw. All month, I've made multiple videos saying that the only reason he's over is because SmackDown is boring. He is a big fish in a small pond. That's what I said. He's a big fish in a small pond, which means he stands out because there's not a lot of talent on SmackDown. That show is boring outside of the bloodline. So he took advantage of that. That show is boring if we don't see Jay, Jimmy, Solo, Heyman, Roman. He took advantage of that. The crowd got bored, so he was the only entertaining guy when the show was not about the bloodline. Like I said, that show's boring. He took advantage of it, which made him a big fish inside of a small pond. That's why he got over. They don't have any Cody Rhodes. They don't have any Seth Rollins. They don't have any Doms. They don't have any Finn Balor's. That's the point. They don't have any Shinsuke's. That's what I mean. They don't have any Matt Riddles. That show is up for grabs if Roman is not on the show. So he took advantage. Like I said, I always said, if you put him on Raw, he's not going to get over. He's going to blend in. He's going to get exposed as just a mid-card guy. And I like that Miz called him a flavor of the month. He's not going to last long. Everything he said was facts. He said, bro, your merch sales don't matter. You are not going to be this over 5 months from now. That's not how this works. You are a flash in the pan. You ain't gonna last long at your current spot, which is a fact because you fans are fickle. You will move on to the next shiny new toy. But they moved him to Raw to test out my theory of, okay, is he truly over? Is he a big fish inside of a small pond like he was on SmackDown? Is he truly over? If he was to be on Raw full time, would he be as popular? That's why they moved him, to test my theory out. And I think he will get exposed. Bro, they moved him because they want to see, okay, can he get these same weekly reactions with other top stars that are more over than he is? If Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, KO, Matt Riddle, Shinsuke, Seth Ricky Rollins, can he get over if those big stars are on the show every week? Hell, Chad Gable is getting more over now. So, bro, you can only cheer so many people at once until the crowd gets tired out. That's why they moved him, to test out, okay, is he truly over? Was he a big fish in a small pond? He was. He will never get bigger reactions than Cody Rhodes. That's why they moved him, to expose on whether or not he's truly popular. That's why he's in a feud with The Miz. That's why. They wanted The Miz to cook him. Okay, can you hold your own against The Miz, who is the best promo in that company? And he didn't. He failed. That was a bad promo battle. The Miz beat him. The Miz embarrassed him. It's like he was pausing. He was freezing up. It's like he got shell shocked. He was intimidated by The Miz. The Miz just cooked him. So that's why they moved him. Because they know the more we see him on Raw every week with other top guys who are more over than he is in that mid-card, he's not going to be as popular. His popularity will go down. That's why they didn't push him right away. Because they know he's a big fish in a small pond on SmackDown. Right? He will never be more over than Seth Rollins. That's the point. On SmackDown, yes, he's the most over guy because that show's boring. But if he was on Raw full time, do you think he would get more over than Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins? You are fucking insane. You think he's gonna get more over than fucking Sami Zayn? Hell to the fucking no. No, that's why they moved him. So he can get exposed. So he can be humbled. Like, bro, you are not at that level of a Seth Rollins. You ain't that over, bro. SmackDown was boring. Okay, congrats. You took advantage of a boring show that had no Roman on it every week. Hell, anybody can get over on a show that has no world champion on a weekly basis. That's easy. It's like, there's no Roman. So that show was up for grabs. The face of the show was not on the show every week. So what else mattered? So the audience, they clinged on to anything that was somewhat entertaining, and that was LA Cosplay. Okay, I respect that, right? But that was temporary. That's why they never pushed him, because they know, like, bro, this is fake. You people are bored. This ain't real. You are not going to cheer him if he was on a show with bigger talent. That's more important. That's why they moved him to Raw. So for him to be exposed. He would get knocked down a notch by being on Raw every week. That is a 3-hour show. Let that sink in. That crowd don't cheer everybody, because that's a 3-hour show. So I'm very interested in The Miz versus LA Cosplay. The Miz is going to expose this guy, and he exposed him on that microphone with everything he said. He said, like, bro, you ain't gonna last long. It's like, yeah, who gives a fuck about your merch sales? Like, who cares? That don't make you king shit. It's like, man, he said nothing of importance on that microphone. I was very disappointed in Eli Drake. That was his worst promo. That was just a generic, average promo. It's like, wow. And I seen Grayson Waller's Twitter page. He said that The Miz is better than LA Cosplay. That's what he said. Go look at it. And that's facts. He's not on The Miz level. Never will be. Bro, you are 2 years younger than The Miz. How come you are not at his level? 20-some years, man, you want to bash The Miz for being bullied in the locker room. Saying, yeah, I'm very, very dangerous. That's why that couldn't be me. I'm like, okay, well, that's why you was on the indies these past 20-some years, bitch. That's why you was squashed by Austin Aries. Yeah. Keep that same energy. Keep that same cocky, arrogant attitude. You are not a team player. That's why no company will ever push you. How can a guy with so-called mic skills, right, with a great look, how come Impact Wrestling turned him into a mid-carder? That company? If Impact Wrestling made you a mid-carder, that says a lot about you as a person, bro. That says a lot about you when Impact Wrestling makes you a mid-carder and you supposed to be king shit. Seriously. It's like people always want to blame this company, that company. And I'm like, bro, blame him. He said it. He was always the one that was in his own way with his own cocky attitude backstage. He rubs people the wrong way. And that promo proved it. So, to make a long story short, he got his ass whooped in that promo as I predicted. You gotta get your fucking ears clean, man. I love cutting promos, so I know what a good promo sounds like. That was garbage. Hell, I think fucking Grayson Waller would have cut a better promo than that. Hell, I think Austin Theory would have cut a better promo than what LA Cosplay was saying. That was garbage. That was trash. He was fumbling, freezing, a deer in headlights. And he is supposed to be a top guy or some kind of star on the fucking rise. Him? Man, The Miz cooked him. That's all I'm saying. I'm done.